For the second time in just under a month, the winds of change blow through the Caribbean. This time, Jamaica. After 4 years on the opposition benches in Gordon House, Portia Simpson Miller steers her People's National Party back into high office, ousting the one-term Jamaica Labour Party government. Simpson Miller, who will serve as Prime Minister for a second time, this time after securing her own mandate at the polls, told jubilant supporters last night she intends to unite Jamaica and take the country forward as never seen before.
Work with us as we will be working with you. We will be working together to move this country forward.
With his head bowed, Alan Stanford accepted the verdict he just didn't want to hear. After 5 days of deliberation, a 12-member jury today found the disgraced financier guilty of 13 of 14 counts of fraud and money laundering charges. The charges carry a possible prison sentence of nearly 20 years. He was cleared of one case of wire fraud. During the intriguing trial, prosecutors made a case that Stanford masterminded a massive Ponzi scheme in which he issued phony certificates of deposit, using the money to support his extravagant lifestyle. Nestled in the heart of rural St. John is Barbados' only international baccalaureate school. The Codrington School boasts students from 25 countries around the world, and part of the curriculum is student-driven. The students decide what projects and causes they want to focus on to make the world around them a better place.
So instead of having a button that says menu, settings, or channel, you now have a button and a touch screen that says watch CD or watch DVD. No, it doesn't.
Watch CD? How can you watch a CD?
It said watch CD.
Listen to CD.
Did I say watch CD?
Yes, we did.
Somebody get me coffee!
We've been giving you a behind-the-scenes look at the 2012 International CES. For our Gadget Corner this week, we take a look at 3 of the big keynote addresses, which gives you some insight as to what might be coming out on the market later on this year. Our news editor, Peter Richards, is on top of this story and joins us live on the line from Port of Spain. Good evening, Peter. Thank you for joining us.
Good evening, Katrina. Good evening.
Well, it's a big sigh of relief, but who's the victor in this case? He is the 2012 champion jockey for the Sandy Lane Gold Cup, and Jelon Samuel is still on top of the world following his fairy tale win at the historic Barbados Garrison Savannah over the weekend. The 18-year-old in the saddles of 5-year-old bay colt Dancing David, one of the race reserves, copped the prestigious title following a late withdrawal by Mingan Temple. Saturday's win is one of redemption for Samuel following his massive disappointment in last year's Gold Cup, where he was disqualified after crossing the line first with Lord Michael Taylor's Show Me the Money. With most inland activity having an impact on the flow and quality of water in rivers, from mountains right down to the sea, communities are increasingly concerned about the health of their watersheds.
As you can see, this wasn't my intended vlog this week, but I was on set this morning at my regular day gig on Morning Barbados. And who should be on set? Don't be slighted. Who should be on set but one skinny Mr. Charger? Fabulous. Morning.
Morning.
I'm good. I'm excited to see you.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you're one of us, because you're in the Get Real campaign.
You mean as a Bajan?
Well, we adopted you as a Bajan a long time
that
ago.
I'm trying to get the immigration to grant the passport.
Well, that's another conversation for another vlog. But yeah, Skinny, those PSAs we did a long time ago. I remember yours because you kind of stuck it to us. You said, I should be tired of HIV messaging, and I'm not.
Like a packet to resell, ha! We charge up! Yo, this is Skinny Fabulous, so remember while you're charging, live up, and get real. There are a lot of things that's in my face every day when I turn on my TV, and HIV is not particularly one of them. I'm supposed to be very exhausted of seeing that on my television, but I'm not.
You still think that way?
Yeah, actually. It's good that persons like yourself are taking the initiative to blog about it, to do programs, to stick it to people. But I still think that we need to package it, more.
Hi, I am on my way from the testing site at Rockley, Scotiabank to the testing site at Wilde. Everywhere is burst. Have no time to talk, just letting you know we are moving around and we're definitely going to hit that 10,000 mark. See you later. The internet has shattered geographical boundaries and made the world one enormous online marketplace. First, there were the glory days of television. Black and white, then color, a long heavy tube and one channel. Then came cable, which expanded our choices for programming and content. Now fast forward to today, where online television uses a single internet connection but gives you high quality content with an almost unfathomable range of programming and content choices. Hello and welcome to this, our final episode of Giga Drive. We're here at the Lucky Horseshoe in Worthing, relaxing, having a drink, taking a break from the hustle and bustle of office life.
We know your star power. We could barely get you away from your fans to get across here to talk to us. And that's why you're so powerful. That's why we want to engage artists like you.
Hello and welcome to Around the World in a Flash. Welcome back. We are with the Doctor is In segment here on Giga Drive. Dr. Sean, our tech doctor, Dr. Sean Archer, is with us to give us some idea as to how to set up your own web presence. Welcome back. In case you're just joining us, this week on Giga Drive, we're discussing how technology has changed the way we watch TV and get programming content. You were on the ground. How did today's vote go? I'm particularly interested in this week's Doctor is In segment. Neil, edit point here. You're not even listening. Well, that's Caribbean Newsline for today. So before I go, I just want to remind you, as always, to love, protect, respect, live up. See you next week. Oh, and before I forget, you notice that none of those things have anything to do with HIV specifically, right? That's because they're just human rights. They're just things you should do because another person deserves humanity. Just thought I'd stick that in there. Bye for now. See you next week.